Hello, this is What's Matthew Making, and I'm Matthew. Today we're making hummus, and the ingredients for hummus are a clove of garlic, lemon, unsalted tahini. Tahini is basically sesame seeds grounded up. If you wanted to make peanut butter, you would use peanuts. If you wanted to make tahini, you would use sesame seeds. Some chickpeas, cumin, salt, olive oil, and a little bit of paprika. Okay, so the first step is to mince the garlic. So we're using a food processor. Looks about minced to me. And now time to add the tahini. Now how much tahini? It doesn't say. Okay, so I forgot to write how much tahini, so I looked at the original recipe on a computer and it's only a fourth of a cup. And when you buy tahini, don't expect it to be this, because in reality, it looks like a bunch of sand with some oil on top of it. You have to mix it for literally minutes, and that's what we did. So give it a stir 5 minutes after really mixing it. Okay? And then okay? So let's take off this lid. Okay? And add it. Okay. So now we have to add the lemon juice. So let's cut open our lemon. And we got a lemon juicer here. So I believe it's this. And then okay, that lemon is juiced.
The other way.
So I've only just got this, so let's try it this way. I think that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, that's pretty strange. So now that we've fully squeezed our lemons, we now put the lid back on and then process it for 30 seconds to make it creamy. waiting for this to process, we can drain our beans. So we don't really want this oily stuff. We don't want it to be in our hummus. And then we have to rinse it. Okay, so we rinse them, and now we have to do it again. And again. Three is a good number to do it. Okay, so now that we've rinsed and drained our beans, let's take a look at our little hummus so far, or incomplete hummus. So we can just open this up and pour the beans in. Okay, so now we're gonna process it for a little bit, and then we're gonna add our cumin and salt. So now that this is incompletely kind of chopped up, it's still coarse, as you can see. We did it for about a minute, and now we have to add our cumin and our salt. So it's 1/4 teaspoon for both of them. Let's add our salt first. Okay. Okay. And the cumin. Okay, so after I cleaned up a tiny mess that I made, I can now process this. Okay, so now we have to add our extra virgin olive oil. Okay, and now we actually add it. Okay.
Oh, we need 2.
Apparently, we need 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And now we turn it back on. So we've processed it for about 2 minutes, and let's take a look at our hummus. It still is pretty coarse. So now it needs extra time. So it's locked, and we have to add some water, which I've prepared. Just about a tablespoon of water, just to thin it out a little bit. Okay, so now it looks a bit better, and I think it's ready for the last step. We're gonna put some in this bowl. Okay, so the blade's off, and we have to scoop some into this bowl. That's a pretty generous size. But still, the bowl still has some air in it, so it needs more. So now that we've got all our hummus into the bowl, we have to make a tiny crater so we can add some olive oil into it. Okay, let's put our scooper back in there and add just a tiny bit of olive oil. That was more than a tiny bit. Okay, and a dash of paprika. And bam, hummus. So, go ahead and get your other food, carrots, chips, wheat thins, anything, and then go eat your hummus. So anyways, this has been the end of the video. If you liked it, then maybe leave a like, and if you're new here, subscribe. I'm Matthew, and I'm out.